Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2023 Netflix original show, Lockwood Co. This is 8 episodes long, based on the best-selling book series. This is one and done. Netflix released it January 2023. They canceled it May of 2023. And it's been in my list for quite some time. As soon as I saw the trailer, I was like, yo, this is awesome. I don't know anything about the books. I don't know anything about comparative-wise, how accurate it is compared to the books. I know I had to read up on it. The first and second book is the season one. So we get the first half is the first story, and then the second half is the second story, which makes sense. There's a definitive like end of one story and then the beginning of the next. It all coincides together, but we leave on such a cliffhanger, and I'm like, what's behind the door? And now I'll never know unless I read the books, which I think I will eventually. Because this story was great. It's science fiction meets supernatural. It's this world, it reminded me so much of Ghostbusters. Like in Ghostbusters, everybody knows that ghosts exist, and they know that some ghosts can be seen, some ghosts do poltergeisty stuff, some ghosts have plasma and ooze and slime. So like, it reminded me of that because in this world, in this London setting, everyone's aware that for hundreds of years, there's been these ghost hunters, primarily as kids, referenced as agents in their teens and 20s. And the older they get, the less talented they become, because the younger the kid, the more susceptible they are to the supernatural, to the sights, the sounds, the things. So everyone's aware that there's ghost hunters, and if you see a kid on the street with a rapier, a sword, that's one of the weapons used to defeat the ghost. And I was like, okay, well, this is neat that everyone's conscious to it. It's not a hush-hush kind of situation. Everybody's aware. So there's different agencies, there's different schools, there's different government aspects. Of course, there's who's paying whom what to, do what when, all those things, right? So it's very well done. It's this main character, Lucy Carlisle. She's accused of leading all of her classmates to death when it was really the instructor who, refused to act. And then she escapes to London. So she travels south to London, sees an advert in adverts in the newspaper about Lockwood Co., passes Anthony Lockwood's test and his cohort's George. And so it's the questions. He's so young, but he runs his own agency and he's accredited. But then there's this Deep Park ghost agency that is, working with the government, and there's funding and hedge fund stuff. And the first chunk is who killed this ghost, who killed this woman that they found, buried behind a chimney in this client of theirs' house, and why is that ghost trying to kill them? Then coming to terms with that murderer, killing that murderer, the ghost killing the murderer. So cool. Very well done. Moving forward then to the second story of the bone glass. Very interesting, because then we're talking about relics, certain things of certain energies to it, sold on the black market for dark magic, whatever, things. So bone glass is a mirror, but it has the bones of different victims infused with the ghost's energy surrounding it. Very neat. And I really want to make one for Halloween. It's a very beautiful prop. Very disturbing, but I really like that kind of prop. It had good relic story. It had good history to it. Very well done. So then that, in regards to who is the mastermind behind obtaining it, why do they want it? Then there's also different levels of phantasms, right? There's level 1, there's level 2, and there's the elusive level 3 that only one person has ever been able to contact with. But then Lucy is that second person in the history of mankind that's able to contact with them. So she has this head in a jar, which is just ghost infused, and only she can commune with this when they want to commune with them. And it's taking them on adventures and trying to see what's actually in the mirror, but then like there's stuff that they shouldn't see, and then it's still a matter of who's trying to obtain it and for what purpose, and things, right? Things. It was just so well done. I was obsessed with the music, the way that they incorporated the scare factor of these ghosts, but the lighting was just so gorgeous. I'm geeking out on a film aspect now. When there's the phantasm floating across, the light of the ghost travels with them, and it creates different shadows. So there's certain scenes where you just pan to these characters who are just terrified because there's this ghost coming this way and there's this ghost coming that way, and a light source comes this way and a light source comes in and moves, and it looks like it's actual movement. It looks like an actual ghost. They did such a well job within the cinematography and the lighting, the set design, the costuming, the props. Bro, it was so well done. The story was great. This was my kind of show. My kind of show. The science fiction, supernatural astral aspect of it. Everybody's aware that ghosts exist. It was just so wonderful. It was so well done. Audience really liked it, and it did very well, streaming wise within the first week or so. Why did they cancel it? Why did they cancel it? I don't understand. Now I feel like Billy just screaming, I don't understand, right? Bro, I don't know, man. Netflix does this thing where they create really great properties and then like invest so much money into them and then just stop it. It's weird. I don't get it. If the property did really well, why did they get rid of it? Unless it didn't do well, despite the numbers, despite the high rating that it has. I don't know, man. I got to read the books now because I want to know what's behind the door, and I want to know the backstory of what happened to Anthony's parents and things. I want to know. I want to know things. So we'll add it to our Amazon list. Where's my phone? Oh my God. I'm looking at my couch and then at a chair and then over there at my desk saying, where's my phone? And the phone is right here. This is how we're recording things. Bro, I need to sleep. I need my rest. It's time to sleep. We're going to go dream of some ghosts and some bone glass because it's been a moment. All right. Fare thee well. On to the next review. Mucho mahalo.